spectrum.com/stores.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public.
Any question about mobile service?
I mean, I already said all, so.
Yeah, I can do all questions about mobile.
Specialist. I like it. Find a Spectrum store near you at spectrum.com/stores.
Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street, in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, blockchain companies, the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators, bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Pawtocol is using the power of blockchain technology to create better lives for pets and pet owners all over the world. And with me is Kareem Khazani, the founder of Pawtocol, and CEO Colin Jordan. So welcome. And Kareem, great to meet you in person.
Definitely.
We've been talking on Zoom for a couple of years now. So tell me a little bit about, bring me up to date on the company. I understand you have a big announcement to make as well.
Absolutely. First of all, we're very excited to be here, especially you're in the studio finally. And the biggest announcement we have that I'm very excited about is having Colin Jordan on board as a CEO, with his background coming from Silicon Valley and his skill set that can actually take Pawtocol to a whole new level that gives us the entire, pretty much all the excitement that we need.
Yeah. Well, Colin, welcome. Congratulations on the CEO post. And just tell me a little bit about you. What's your background? What brings you to Pawtocol?
Yeah, so, I was born and raised in Silicon Valley. Always had a passion kind of for the intersection of business and technology. I started out my career actually, after I graduated the University of Arizona, went back to Silicon Valley and was working for, Series A and B startups, really helping them launch, go-to-market strategy, PR, things like that. And that kind of got me into my next role, which was my most previous one before Pawtocol, working with Ignite, which is a company, I was one of the first 100 employees, and we were doing maybe 10 to 12 million in revenue, and now they're prime. They just announced they did over 150 million in revenue last year and prime for an IPO. So really excited. Again, just love tech, and that kind of brought me, I had some mutual connections who were interested in my services. So met the guys at Pawtocol, and now we're here.
And you've done actually quite a bit in the past few months. So bring me up to date on the business side.
Yeah, so I mean, right when I got in, these guys were already working on a deal, and we were acquired by New Wave Holdings. So now we're a wholly owned subsidiary of New Wave, and publicly traded on the Canadian Stock Exchange, which is awesome. Obviously, that came with some investment. So we got about $3.4 million Canadian that we are now kind of using to scale and grow the business, which is awesome.
So what specifically do you plan to do to grow Pawtocol?
We're spending a lot of money right now on building up the team, growing. We just tripled our engineering count as far as building out the platform and whatnot. The product offerings that we're going to have coming, really excited about that. The first one will be an NFT marketplace. So it's actually going to give, which I think is awesome, we're going to give pet owners the opportunity to go ahead and NFT their own pet. So it's going to give you a chance to bring your pet into the metaverse, right? And so now, I have a persona, but I also want, my dog Debo to be there with me, right? He could walk around, hang out, right?
Okay. Well, I saw on the website that you're offering NFTs, and I couldn't quite envision exactly how that worked, but now it makes sense. So, okay.
Yeah, and what's awesome is, so then kind of, dovetailing on that, like, there's an ability to bring your dog into the metaverse, but then we're connecting the digital and the physical world. So we also have a blockchain pet tag, right? So when I register, and I'll keep using my dog Debo as an example, but when I register him and I create an NFT for him, right, he kind of has this digital world now, but the things that he does in the physical world, right, things that I can monetize on are going to have an impact on that. So I use the example, you know, when we take Debo to the vet or I take him to the store, that tag now, I can log everything that he's doing and put that information lives on the blockchain. I own that data and I own that information that I can now use to receive rewards or whatever that looks like. UPI is the token that we have as a part of our platform. I can be rewarded with UPI, which then can be used for food, toys, treats, etc. So whole ecosystem and economy really being built around your pet.
And the tag, the pet tag has a QR code on it, right?
Yes.
So, and that gives you the information like their medical history. I guess if they get lost, somebody could find out all kinds of information about them through the QR code?
Absolutely. So again, you know, part of the investment that we're doing is in the continued expansion of those products, but you mentioned some of the great first use cases, right? So the ability for me, again, to own the data and own what's happening. If my pet gets lost, I can in real time change that information on his tag to say, hey, alert, this pet is lost, please return, and create a bounty program. Hey, I can give you 500 UPI or whatnot to go ahead and ensure or increase the chances of my dog being returned to me.
Well, the blockchain technology seems to fit this application very well. So, well, thank you for coming and congratulations on all your success. You've been very busy the past few months.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUY NOW and save an additional 15%.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
Cyber attacks are a global threat affecting consumers and companies. Whether you're using your computer or mobile device to bank, shop, or work remotely, your privacy and corporate data are at risk. For over 20 years, Strikeforce Technologies has developed some of the world's leading cybersecurity solutions. Millions of users around the world have put their trust in us to protect what matters most. Your privacy and data are your business. Protecting it is ours. Visit StrikeForceTech.com today.
So with me is Alon Gahi, the CEO of Secure. We've talked on Zoom. How many times? a lot during the whole pandemic. And so I'm so looking forward to you're coming to New York soon. So I'm going to be meeting you on March 11th. We're going to do a couple of interviews at the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, and then head down to the New York Stock Exchange down on Wall Street and do a couple more interviews there to really get a feel for the company. And it'll just be exciting to meet you in person after all this and get updates on the company. So what are you looking forward to with your trip to New York?
Well, you know, I've always dreamed of going to the NASDAQ and the NYSE, so finally I can check that box. You know, being interviewed in the bastion of capitalism, basically, and it's just like, it's an amazing feeling, you know, to achieve such a thing, to have a company that's finally now public, being recognized. So I'm going to pat myself on the back on that one, and also pat our entire team that has worked with me for more than a decade. So this will be a culmination of that, first step of the culmination. So what I'm looking to achieve when I come to New York, I'm going to meet about 50 different brokers and a few institutions. The goal for us is to identify an institution that can sponsor us to upgrade to the NASDAQ stock exchange in the coming year or year and a half, whatever the time frame the NASDAQ takes. And I'm excited because these institutions and brokers have heard a lot about us. They see our ad on Secure, but we've never met. The story is very compelling. Our revenues are increasing. So by the time I leave New York, really, I would like to have at least a handshake deal with a lead broker or what they call a sponsor in order to start the filing process to go to NASDAQ. Also, I'm hoping that during that time, because our audits should be complete by then, we will also have an immediate upgrade to OTCQX, which really validates and vets you, especially before you go to NASDAQ. So a lot of companies are QB, which is nice, but it doesn't have the stringent requirement as QX, like the asset, the history of operation. And there's no shell business on the QX. Once you're on the QX, as they say, you're clean. They take you more seriously. So looking forward to see all these financial institutions and brokers doing a ton of presentation. I'm going to be very busy morning to night every day of the week, and also leaving with a deal in hand. That's really the goal.
Yeah, no, that would be great for you. And I know the highest level OTC and the listing on the NASDAQ are very close in terms of requirements. So like once you get to that level, it's like you've almost met, I think, almost all of the requirements to be listed on the NASDAQ.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So I'm excited, and it will show like this company has come a long way, right? So we started our sales, and now financially we're being recognized as, more of a serious company. And, we're just not going to stop there. And I want to thank all my team, all our customers, our investors. This is all for them, what we're doing. Being on the NYSE and talking about GlobeX data or on the NASDAQ exchange, I'm doing it for all our investors and all our people who helped us, our techies, our customers, everyone. So I'm excited. I got everybody on my shoulder. I'm bringing everyone to New York.
Okay. Thanks a lot. We'll see you then.
Thanks, Jake.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
Clones in-house can severely drain both quality and costs for cannabis and hemp businesses. PharmaGreen Biotech is the key to growing high-quality plantlets. PharmaGreen services includes premium tissue cultured starter plantlets and live preservation of any plant species. Grow into the future of optimized plant growth with PharmaGreen. See our update at update.pharmagreen.ca.
Global Diversified Marketing Group has a variety of products in different areas like Italian wafers and also croissants, macaroons, but there's a new line coming as well we're going to hear about today, and with me is the CEO, Paul Adler. So give me an update on the Easy Live supplements that you've just launched, right?
Yes, we just launched a few months ago, and right now we're really marketing it on all the social media networks. We're actually running a free trial, so anyone who wants to come in and take a look at Easy Live supplements, we have it in 3 different formats: mushrooms, apple cider vinegar, also collagen. All of those give you all the nutrients that you need, and you also use them as a snack. right now, currently, we're running that type of a promo where you buy a free bottle, you just get paid for shipping, you get it to your door, and you subscribe on that. Once you like it, you continue on getting it on a monthly basis.
Yeah. So it's vitamins, or it's like you mentioned mushrooms, like.
Yes. So it's in a vitamin form. You have all the nutrients there as if you would have had mushroom nutrients from it, but it comes in a gummy form. So it's more of a snack form where you're able to eat it as well as get those nutrients that you need.
Yeah.
Mushrooms, they give you a calmness fact. They also give you energy. And then apple cider vinegar, gives you a lot of medicinal, formats that you can actually, get benefits from. Also, another one that's collagen, that also helps with hair, with skin, and a lot of women, drink collagen, but this is more of a format where, it's pleasant, to take it, twice a day in a gummy form.
Twice a day. Can we see him? You brought him
yes,
here, right?
Sure.
So
you got an apple cider vinegar here.
Okay. And you just take one a day.
You actually take 2 a day.
Oh, 2 a day. Okay.
Twice a day. And, you probably start seeing something after 30 days because, everything needs consistency. Do you take it a few days and, you're not going to see much effect.
Right. Okay. Interesting. How do they taste?
They taste very good, and I'm actually going to leave that for you so you can actually try it and give us some reviews.
Yeah. I actually do take a gummy vitamin, so
what type?
Yeah. So any other upcoming product launches?
Yeah. So we're actually looking at, potentially getting into a pet sector and,
what sector?
Pet sector.
Okay.
So, it's also going to be in a supplement form. Oh. So it's for joints for the pets. Okay. It's something that we're looking at maybe a second half of the year. We're not yet set of what we're going to do, but we know what we're looking at, and that's a potential launch that might happen over the next couple of months.
Well, we know that people are treating their pets like children.
Yeah. Yes.
So
they spend more money on their pets than on their children.
Oh, no, that's a sad thing, right?
Yes.
And then just tell me, how do you see this overall industry? What are some trends you're seeing with consumers right now?
So right now the trends, people are spending money on everything that's, in a healthy form. They also like the convenience factor, and this is one of the major factors why we actually marketing our Easy Lift supplements on e-com. So we're really not going to have it in brick and mortar in the stores. Mostly it's going to be marketed online because people like to come home and see a package next to their door, being able to bring it in, take it, and enjoy it.
Yeah.
So the trends are really, more of a, convenient factors in getting things delivered to them.
Yeah, no, it's very true. Convenience and health.
Yes.
Those are two really big trends we're seeing right now.
Yes.
Just finally, Paul, how can somebody find out more about this or take advantage of that free offer that you have right now?
Yes, so they can go to easylive.com, EZLYV.com, and they're going to be able to subscribe to any vitamins they like, the supplements, and once they do, they'll be able to get it to their door within the next couple of days once they subscribe.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming in, telling us about your product.
Yes, thank you very much.
The workplace has changed. Companies now depend on video conferencing to meet with customers and to collaborate with remote workers. Yet this change has brought about significant new cyber risks. Hackers are now stealing personal, medical, government, and corporate data during these video conferences. The problem is existing video conferencing systems were not designed and built by a cybersecurity company until now. Safe vChat, the industry's most secure video conferencing and collaboration platform. Secure your sensitive data with Safe vChat. Visit safevchat.com today. Use coupon code BUYNOW and save an additional 15%.
Here at Glint, we're making money fairer. How? By using gold. Glint lets you store, exchange, send, and spend multiple currencies, including gold, through a simple iPhone or Android app. You can spend your currencies and your gold in small or large amounts using the Glint MasterCard. Register for your Glint account today by downloading the app from your favorite app store. Glint, the global currency.
BlackBird Biotech is reimagining pesticides to be more natural and perhaps could even transform agriculture along the way. So with me is the CEO, Fabian Denault, to talk about an update on the company. And I know the last time we talked, you were working on getting clearance in more states. It was kind of a state-by-state thing where you had to get clearance. So can you bring me up to date on how many states you're in now?
Yes, Jane, thank you for having us today. Right now, we have cleared in 38 states. So we have applications in all of the other states except for California, which requires an efficacy test. And we just got that completed and back to us. So we will be applying now to California as well. And just exciting things going on. As you mentioned, we're reimagining pesticides, and with a plant-based food grade biopesticide, it's just really making a big difference.
So let's back up for just a second and talk about the Mite Extreme, because that's really your main product.
With those things in mind. As I got into it, it was one of those issues as a cannabis grower at that point myself. Spider mites were quite destructive. So able to take my knowledge and develop this plant-based food-grade biopesticide. So in cannabis in particular, they have things, the testing, Oregon and California are probably the two hardest, Montana not so much, Nevada not so much, but they test for 159 different pesticides. Well, I knew to pass those testing, I had to find a way to eradicate the mites without having any of the known pesticides that are in a lot of things today, because as people are smoking marijuana, that gets into their lungs. So those pesticides, those toxins really are tested for. The ORLAP testing, 159 different pesticides, we were able to submit our finished product with cannabis and have it tested with the Oregon standards in mind. We tested zero for any of the known pesticides at the time. So that helped with us getting on this roll. So by taking the plant-based, we can spray right through the time of harvest, which no other product that I'm aware of is able to do that to control spider mites. And we saw a lot of promise with molds and mildews, including powdery mildew, which is a very big issue in indoor growth in particular, because you have all of that humidity, which grows into powdery mildew. Well, all crops in the United States in some point are contaminated with powdery mildew. And as I'm working here in the state of Montana, learning more, I'm working with the extension agent for Montana State University to see where we can go with that, what we can do with it in other crops as well. We're hoping that over the next several months, we'll be able to be approved on organic farming. So we've got a lot of things going on, but that plant-based biopesticide really has changed the dynamics of this.
Well, thank you. Great to hear the results, and I look forward to updates this year as you start to expand.
Jane, thank you for your time, and I appreciate everything that you do.
Thanks.
Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life. Keeping your four-legged friends healthy can certainly be a challenge, especially with painful joint diseases like osteoarthritis. If you see a change in your animal's mobility, contact your veterinarian and don't wait. Today, veterinarians have a new tool against joint disease. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. The natural-derived product has the ability to help your animal move more freely. Put the spring back in their lives for a longer, happier life.
SolChicks is a leading NFT-powered fantasy game built on the blockchain, on the Solana blockchain to be specific. And with me is the CEO, William Wu, to talk more about SolChicks and some of the partnerships you have. Let's start with just give me an introduction of yourself, William, and SolChicks, and the publisher, which is Kathion Gaming. Explain all of that, how all that works.
Yeah, sure. So my background, I started my career at McKinsey doing consulting. I then moved over to what they call special situations private equity, which is working with businesses that, or is working in industries that specifically have a niche or reason why there's a lot of value creation that can happen because of a temporary, dysfunction within the market. I think that's exactly what, we're doing right now here at SolChicks and Kathion Gaming. The whole traditional gaming market right now is being disrupted by blockchain gaming. It's been pretty phenomenal. I would say we're right now in month 6 of what will be a 4-year disruption event. And what's happening right now is that for traditional game users or gamers out there, you can actually start earning money when you're playing games. And that's something that's never ever been possible before. Not only can you earn money, but you can actually move your assets or, your avatars, your accounts. You can sell them online on an independent market. You can port them to other games. And then you can also eventually connect with this, what everyone's talking about, this concept of the wider metaverse. So I think it's really, really, really exciting. I think, obviously what happens when a new industry is forming is that new players come out to the market, and there's a bit of time before the quality of what's out there matches the old quality what's in traditional gaming. And so right now, a lot of, as I mentioned, we're still very, very early in this journey. A lot of the games are still very nascent. The quality isn't there, and it's not fun to play the existing play-to-earn games. And so SolChicks, what we're trying to do there is we're trying to bring a established game concept that we know from traditional gaming markets works really well. Diablo, Dota, these are games that have been around for over 15 years, that have millions of daily users, and they love playing the game again and again and again. And so we're trying to build the exact similar game, take that proven concept and bring it to the blockchain, right? Because we believe that, if you have a game that's really, really fun and people are already attracted, and then if you add the earning component, I just think, you'll have a huge way for people playing these type of games.
That sounds very interesting and exciting, actually. I mean, you're kind of building a new industry. So congratulations on your success so far. Come back and do more interviews as you, put your team together and launch more products. That would be great to get updates.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thanks for taking the time.
Okay.
I've been at Fox Business for 12 years because I'm invested in my viewers big time. There are smart people on Wall Street making money off all of this. Why can't you? We care about your success, and we want to be a part of it.
Fox Business, invested in you.
Welcome to Sling TV's Fan Freakout Zone, where basketball fans are free to watch and let it all out. Check out our trash talk tape.
You're crying. Nobody needs it. You're overrated, Chad.
And her team is winning. Here's the mascot massage room where you can relax during tense games.
Oh, I love you, Lobster.
This is our busted bracket break room. We're gonna need more TVs.
Oh, yeah.
Let it all out when you watch with Sling. The basketball you love at a price you'll love. Try it free today.
My name is Diane. I'm an avid gardener. I grow lots.
Hi, I'm Leo Hamill. Would you like to buy yourself a really nice watch but don't want to pay full price? You can save up to 50% or more on the best pre-owned watches, including Rolex, Omega, Patek Philippe, Panerai, Breitling, Cartier, and more. Everyone knows that when you're wearing a fine watch, it adds prestige. With a pre-owned watch, you'll get the same status, but at a better price. You can get a like-new watch that's been fully reconditioned, inside and out, by our Swiss-trained watchmakers. Swiss watch movements are made to last more than a lifetime. If you like watches, but you've never bought a fine watch, you've got to come to Leo's. For nearly 40 years, we've been San Diego's premier watch store and have guided over 382,000 customers to find the best watch at the best price. Don't wear a generic watch for the rest of your life. Come to Leo's and find one that'll save you money and it will set you apart.
Come see us!
Up, college is hard. Down, those books are heavy.
My sport is football, but my passion is education. So every year I take promising high schoolers on a college tour to show them that higher education means a brighter future. My name is